Territorial Cup. Prized possession for both the Cats and the Devils, but only one gets to take this rivalry hardware home. It's time to find out if we'll bear down or forks up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sun Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will have the first crack at it in this one. The Sun Devils Territorial Cup runneth over with a big win the last time they faced the Cats.
It was all sparky, and man, that was a spanking. Arizona State gave it to Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, they put it on them. And in these rivalry games, man, you do not forget that. It's talked about, it's bragged about, and you want to come out and make a point and change that history.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the crowd bringing the energy, trying to help this defense get off the field on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Arizona State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on a...
It's a seam wide open. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. And the Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Right on the money. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Arizona in a hurry.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
On target over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. There he goes. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. They get to the line quickly.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Oh, they're after him. Might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools there.
Yeah, and it goes back, obviously, that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
Under fire. Heaves it on the run. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, that one goes incomplete, and certainly the quarterback can help his receiver out a little bit by trying to slow him down or make a more accurate throw, but that didn't have a shot at staying in bounds.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. At the 45 on its way. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Ramsey. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Makes the grab. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Griffin. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a
picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The Wildcats will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Griffin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it along the sideline. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll go to the air. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That
makes the catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the punishment has been extended. Sparky is putting the pitchfork to them as Arizona State stretches the lead.
And they got this thing cooking. They've got all the momentum. They've handled the moment of this rivalry game really, really well, and the momentum firmly on their side.
Sparky's a team that always just seems to be going for the jugular. If you give them an opening, they're going to take it, and right now they're pulling away.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Rides the back and leaves it.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
He takes it at the 45. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Casey. Quickly to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's...
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Now on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show them.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The hand to the running back. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run to the right. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Arizona State.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
So the latest edition of the Duel in the Desert in the books, and Arizona State will take home Cup